Are you ever in severe pain, either mentally or physically, and just want it to end, but you're seeking and can't find any solutions? What if I told you could let go of that pain in a matter of seconds to minutes, just by willfully letting go? In this video, I'll demonstrate a technique how you too can release negative emotions and even physical pain in just a matter of seconds to minutes. It sounds deceptively simple, and that's because it really is that simple. You've just been subconsciously holding on to those feelings without knowing it. But with the help of a few questions, you can release the grip of your subconscious mind and let go. This works with any feelings you have. If you have resentment towards someone, if you're worrying for a presentation, you can release that too. Now to the technique itself. It's composed of 5 different questions which you answer to yourself. I'll be presenting those 5 questions and you can follow along in the video and answer them for yourself. So now to the first question. What's your now feeling? How do you feel right now? If you don't have any specific negative feelings right now, then you can just think of something that conjures up those emotions. So for example, you can think of something that makes you fear death. You can also conjure up feelings related to something that somebody has done. For example, if a friend has stolen from you, if your spouse has made you irritated, or if you have a broken heart. You can use this to release that too. So do this with me right now. Answer the question, what is your now feeling? Or if you don't have anything specific, you can think of something that conjures up negative emotions. After you've identified the feeling and you actually feel it, we can move on to the next question. So now to the second question. Can you allow that feeling to be? Can you welcome it? So now do this with me again. Are you willing to allow that feeling? Are you willing to welcome it? Letting go of resisting feelings already helps towards alleviating some of the suffering. For example, if you have any physical pain, simply letting that pain be without resisting it will already help alleviate some of the pain. Letting go of resisting feelings helps tremendously towards letting go of them. We have to remember that suffering equals pain times resistance. So our goal is to be like a superconductor with zero resistance. That way we won't actually suffer anything. We'll still have those sensations of the physical pain, but we won't suffer through it. Same goes for negative emotions. We'll have that sensation, we'll have that sadness, but we won't suffer it. Now let's go to the third question. Could you let go of that feeling? Ask yourself, can I let go of this feeling? Sometimes our feelings are so strong that it feels like it's impossible to let go of them. This is often the case when we're really angry at someone. We're so stuck in our feelings that we feel we can't release them in any way. In this case, answering no is also good. It might help you release even though you get a negative answer. So let's move on to the fourth question. The fourth question. Are you willing to let go of that feeling? Sometimes we feel that we still want to hold on to our emotions a bit more before letting them go. This is often the case when we feel very sad or very angry. Ask yourself, are you actually willing to let go of it? If not, that's perfectly fine too. A no as an answer will still help you release your feelings. So with that on the way, let's go to the fifth and last question on our list. So question 5. When are you willing to let go of that feeling? The ideal answer to this question would of course be now, but it's okay even if you want to hold on to your feelings a bit longer. Sometimes it can be good to do it at a slower rate and not just rush through your feelings. It's healthy to feel our emotions, which is why we shouldn't rush through and think we have to release it right now. Dealing with emotions takes time, but we can make them less painful very fast. That was the basics of the technique. By now you should already feel a bit lighter about the feeling you chose. But sometimes our emotions are so strong that it takes many rounds of this technique to completely let go of them. If you want a negative emotion completely gone, I recommend you do at least 4 to 8 rounds of this. By the end you should see that it's hard to actually identify that feeling anymore, because it's so dissipated and almost disappeared. If you still have negative feelings, or a lot of physical pain, I suggest you still do the technique a few more times. So, as a reminder, the questions were 1. What's your now feeling? 2. Could you welcome or allow that feeling? 3. Are you able to let go of that feeling? 4. Are you willing to let go of that feeling? And 5. When are you willing to let go of that feeling? Now it's time for today's exercise. If you didn't do the technique during the video with me, at least take enough action to do the exercise that I'm about to give you. So now to the exercise. For the coming week, whenever you feel any negative emotions, remember this technique and use it to release those. And don't slack off and just do 1 round. I know you're gonna want to do that, but if you really want to see the results, you have to do it at least a couple times. Remember that it usually takes between 4 to 8 rounds to completely release your feelings. You can't just expect to do it in one. For the maximum benefit, you have to take action. You'll likely forget this technique if you don't use it after next week, but consider the impact that it can have on your life. You'll avoid arguments with your spouse, boss, and friends, and you'll overall feel a lot happier. You'll also be more in control of your feelings, and move closer and closer to actual emotional mastery. Now that's it for today's video. Now remember, you have to take action to see any results. You can't sit on your ass and watch TV and expect any results. You have to take action. Out.